everybody. Do I look a little queasy? Do I look a little peaked? Do I look like I might throw up in a minute? I hope not. Golly doodle, there's a bug going around. There is a bug going around. Stay away from people. Stay away from everybody. It is hard to not get stuff when you're staying inside around so many people. So be cautious, be careful, don't breathe on anybody. But don't wear them stupid masks, and don't say I said that, because somebody will say, no, don't keep those germs inside you. There's a bunch of stuff going around. I hope if you've had it, it didn't hurt you too awful bad. It has been going around. And this morning I felt a little queasy, so I'm staying kind of clear of the boys, and I don't want anybody to get what I might have had or whatever, so I'm being careful. Today, you're going to get what you love, because I know you love it, because this weekend my phone was blowing up with people who were so tickled that they got to see some of Mr. Ellijay's music. And so today you're going to get to some of the new stuff, some of the old stuff, some of the tried and true stuff. You're going to get to see a lot of it. You're also going to get to see a tiny tease of something we're going to be doing in the near future. But I want to talk to you a little bit about the things that are going on in America, because everybody knows how I think. Y'all can read my mind. You don't have to read my mind. I tell you all the time how I think. We have seen so many positive people coming in our door at work, and they're like, wow, it just feels like the air even smells better. It's just a good time in America, even though we are still fighting a lot of craziness from the last 4 years. Things are looking up, and it has been encouraging. Everybody's smiling, everybody's laughing. Very, very thankful for that. And for y'all who aren't, and because you don't vote or think the way we think, then all you have to do is sit back and wait till you reap the rewards of this new administration, because we're all going to reap the rewards of this new administration. And so I have Mr. Trumpy Bear. He's going to be here on set with me for the next 4 years. So y'all can just suck it up, Buttercup. He's here to stay. And his boss, who is over here dancing, doing the Trump dance, he's here to stay too. We are encouraged in America. We are encouraged about so many things. And I know some of y'all are sitting out there nervous, because it's going to take a while for prices to come down. It's going to take a time for certain things to happen, because you can't fix what was broke for 4 years in 2 weeks, although he's doing a pretty dang good job. So sit back, relax, smile a lot. I have never seen so many grinning people in my life, and they come in and they're just cackling and laughing and happy. And so in honor of cackling folks, we got us a rooster. I think that's a rooster, yeah. And we got us another rooster over here. So today is cackle day. You can laugh, you can smile, you can be encouraged. Spring is only 6 weeks away, and the daffodils will be coming up, and the azaleas will be blooming, and it will be a beautiful time in the world. But on top of that, America feels encouraged. And we needed this, y'all. We needed it so bad. There was a lot of gloom and doom going on. The gloom and doom seems to be gone, gone, gone. And I'm very, very thankful for that. Now, in honor of lifting the gloom and doom, I picked out some stuff from Mr. Ellijay, because we were talking, and I said, you know, folks like you because you're crazy. He is crazy. But I picked out some pictures and some things to share with y'all, because I realized every week he says, well, I sung at another funeral today. Well, I sung at 2 funerals this week. Well, I sung at another funeral. Everywhere we turn, people we know are leaving here. And about 1 o'clock this morning, I was thinking about how many of my cousins we've lost, and some of them younger than me, and we just never know. So in honor of all of you who were sitting at home thinking, oh, you know, I never thought they'd go before me, we're going to share some fun. Now, we won't tell you whose backside that is, but you'll find out in a few minutes. We're going to share the beginning of a very fun experience that you're going to get to join in with us about. This is the beginning of a restoration of a 66 Chevelle Super Sport. It is a matching numbers beautiful. And now you would think, because Dwight had a silver one, I had a silver one. When we started this little venture, I said, are you going to paint it silver? And he said, I don't know. He said, the genius that's painting it says it'll hold the color black. I think we'll go with black. So it's black. It's black today, actually. That is the beginning of a motor that you will learn a lot about in the coming weeks when we do this special. You will find out what it takes to do a really cool engine that goes, it's a 396, it's going to go to 375 horsepower. It is going to be so much fun to put this process together and share it with y'all, because we want to share it with y'all. We want you to see, but I pulled up some pictures of something we did a couple of years ago. And when you think about a couple of years ago, it seems like it was yesterday. It seems like it was yesterday. We all feel that way. We feel like we see a friend we hadn't seen in a long time, and you think, man, and then you realize it's been 50 years since you went to school together. It's been 60 years since you got married. There are so many things that are happening, just going so fast, and we realize that time may not be on our side as we get older. So enjoy every single moment. Now there's a man who enjoys every single moment. He laughs, he cuts up, he tells some of the craziest jokes. And this is in honor of two female surgeons who sliced, diced, chopped, smothered, and covered me and put me back together. Blew my mind, because I'd gone to several doctors who said, no, that's impossible. No, we can't do this. No, that won't work. No. And then I had two female surgeons, and in honor of them, I salute you. I love what you did, because it works. And you know, when you've had a bunch of scar tissue, a bunch of previous surgeries, sometimes you get in trouble. So to my surgeons, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm celebrating almost 24 months of everything seems to be cool. There's still a little scar tissue, but everything's cool. This is remembering things that happened. It seems like yesterday. It wasn't yesterday, it was 2 years ago. And when we look at the photos here, there will be some people who aren't with us anymore because they've joined Jesus. And that is so weird, because things just happen so quickly. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Now, that is the first thing I ever saw about Mr. Dwight Sanford. Somebody set me up for him to drive me in a parade, and he did, and it was in that car. And he has a lot of those cars, and I thought, well, that's his favorite car. No, 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 no. He does love that car. He loves it immensely. But you are going to get to meet the car that he really, really loves, and it is a 66 matching number Chevelle. Now, this is my buddy. He and Amy just celebrated a big anniversary. They've been married a long time now. And you know what's so cool about their marriage? They have stuck it out through thick and thin, and you talk about some gruesome stuff. I sat there with her, and we were kind of planning his funeral, and he's still here. So y'all got to keep praying for Hans, because he has been in the hospital several times in the last month. He has had a couple of major surgeries. He has had some serious bleeding problems, and they're still working on it. So pray, pray, pray for my buddy Hans Ruffert. He has been through so much, and you know, I think about when my husband had cancer, 11 months, 3 weeks, and then I followed a casket to the grave. We are so blessed that almost 17 years later, Hans is still among the living. That is encouraging, because if he can make it through what that body has gone through, oh my goodness, there's hope for many. Now, one of the things there's a lot of hope for, and everybody says this AI is going to do something really cool in the medical industry, so I hope that they will find the cure for cancer. Did y'all see those jars that just popped up and disappeared? That was blackberry canning. I was blackberry canning because somebody I know had picked a bunch of blackberries and I canned them. And that shows you how fast time goes. I was looking at pictures of Riker today, and I thought, oh my gosh, they grow so fast. That was 2 years ago, and they grow so fast. And then all of a sudden they're driving, and then all of a sudden they're going to college, and then they're gone, and you're like, oh my gosh. Now this is something that popped up that I had 2 years ago, and I read it, and I thought there's so many of us, if you have been brutally broken but still have the courage to be gentle to others, then you deserve a love deeper than the ocean itself. And there's so many people who go through so much and come out on the other side kinder, wiser, smarter. And so today, doesn't matter what you've been through, I think all the time about my friend Mary Ann and what she has gone through. She has gone through, I think I've fought a battle. She's fought some battles. And so many of my dear friends have lost their children. So many of their dear friends some have been scammed, some just different things. But we all came through it. We all came through it. And that is the good news. That is the good news. We can fight and we can come out on the other side. And that's what it's about. So stay strong no matter what you're facing. And I know some of you out there today, I was reading some of your posts on Facebook, a lot of stuff going on. And if you're having a birthday today, happy birthday. I'm thinking about somebody whose name is Susan Bozeman who's having a birthday. There are a lot of birthdays this day. Those are blackberries as they were canned, and I cold packed them. And I tell you what, there's nothing, in my opinion, any better than a blackberry cobbler. Nothing in the world. A lot of folks don't eat blackberries because of the seeds. I do love blackberry cobblers. So remember, when the blackberries are ripe, you pick them, you freeze them, you can them, you save them, because they are a commodity that is going away as we develop land. Often those wonderful blackberries that have been there forever and ever disappear. They just disappear. Now we've got a video of the Chevelle being loaded. Have we got that ready? Can we do that? Yep. Yeah? Yeah? Here we go.
Okay. People. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. We're here. We're back at wherever it was that we was at before. And guess what is around the corner? We're making Sherry videos today. This is for Sherry. This is the old guy that took us over there to show us where the trailer was. And this is the big 82 Silverado. Look sitting here. Well, look at this. Solid as a rock. All he needs is some work. The big 66 Super Sport. All set and ready to go. Got the stuff in here. Don't know about those Corvette rallies. They may or may not stay. Probably not. But we got us something here to work on and work with. Here comes Mr. MH. He's our navigator, the guy that brought us here. My phone locked up. And we're getting it done. Time now to, he's done got us, we done swung that 396 here. It's done swung. Swung in the air. It looks like somebody made that from Ellijay.
Or just go back to Ellijay.
We had to get something to eat.
I'll take it right.
We've been over at the bar.
He said he'd get you back next week.
Yeah, I know it. We've been over there drinking a few cold ones. Anyway, here we go. There swings at 396. And here's some other stuff. Bell housing, flywheel, I don't know what all.
That's got the old pole.
Where's it at? Yeah, okay, yeah. We're loading up.
Yeah.
Your brother Roger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the grill.
Yes, sir, man. You're mighty welcome. Mighty welcome. There's our navigator again, Mike Cross.
I don't be telling everybody my name's Bill Splitters.
Yeah.
William.
Yeah.
My name's William. I call me Bill.
Yeah, right.
He might be a wanted man. I wouldn't be.
Yeah. It's a good thing they ain't
I'm
trying.
riding with him.
Yeah. Oh boy. All righty.
He's not famous.
Yeah. Yeah, I hang out with a few of them.
They said they're double first cousins.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah. And your name is Rod what?
Warwick.
Wyrick. Yeah, Wyrick. Yeah, I remember now. And here's your boss.
Roger Bunch.
Yeah, Roger Bunch.
Yeah.
We got bunches in Ellijay.
Yeah, we got bunches in
Yeah,
Ellijay.
we got bunches of dumbasses in Ellijay too.
There's some up here like that.
Okay, end of show for now. What is this? July, what is this?
July 28th.
July 28th,
Day of anniversary. I've been married
2022.
53 years today.
There you go, happy
Well,
anniversary. If I'd have thought, I'd have brought a flat top and sung you a happy anniversary song.
Okay, the beginning of you're going to see beginning to end of the birth and the life of the Chevelle coming to life and being the coolest car you've ever seen. I'm so excited. And when we were talking about it, I said, are you okay with us documenting all this? And he said, sure. And I said, you got lots of pictures? Sure. Okay. So we got video. It is so cool to see old guys laughing and old guys having fun and old guys just hanging out together, because you know what? A lot of these old guys' friends are gone. And I didn't even realize how many until we got to talking about how many funerals have you attended? How many times have you seen your friend's name up on the billboard at the funeral home? How many times do you look around and say, oh man, I miss him? There's so many people leaving us. Seems like quicker than ever. And maybe it's just because we're getting to that stage of life. So today, pick up the phone and call somebody you hadn't called in a while. Pick up the phone and say, hey, let's go eat lunch. Hey, let's ride up in the mountains. Hey, let's do something. Because, you know, the next call you may get is, guess who's over there at Bernhardt or Logan Funeral Home? You never know. We are not guaranteed tomorrow, so make the very, very most of today. We're going to share some music with y'all today, and I've chosen stuff that's old, new, tried and true. Stuff that I love, stuff that I know that you love, and it's going to be exciting to share this journey. We're going to do a couple of different journeys with y'all. We're going to take some of the new music that he's written and have some videos with that and some of the really cool pictures we've done. We've got a lot of footage from up on Fort Mountain, and we're going to share that with y'all. We're going to do some things that if you're sitting at home and you're not able to get out and go somewhere, we're going to take you on a ride, and we're going to do that because we spent lots of hours videoing. Tim was in the back of my Suburban. We caught a lot of mountain angles. We caught a lot of things that you will enjoy, and we're going to put it to the music that Mr. Ellijay's just finished. So I hope that you have DVR. It's one of the services offered by ETC. I hope that you're smart enough to document this on your television, and then when you want to watch it, you can rewind and watch again. So we're going to go now to some music, some good old, just that stuff that makes you think how blessed we are to live in these mountains.
I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight, 'cause Jesus just called to find one home. I gave my mom a temporary farewell today. I held her hand and watched her fade away. Out among the angels to heaven's peaceful shore, to be with our sweet Jesus and live forevermore. Mommy went the way she always wanted to go, from here to there in just a moment's glow. She didn't have to suffer, she just drifted off to sleep into the arms of Jesus, forevermore to keep. And I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight. They're gathered in join hand in hand. I know the angels are filled with delight, 'cause they've got my little mommy in the band. If there's someone with trouble singing sweet harmony, she'll help them on the part just the way she used to me. And if someone needs a friend just to sit and talk with them, she'll answer every call, even if it's 3 a.m. Yes, I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight. They're gathered in on heaven's shining shore. I know the angels are filled with delight, and Mom won't be alone anymore. I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight, 'cause Jesus just called to find one home. Yeah, Jesus sure called to find one home.
Y'all want to do one for AIM? This one's for Daddy. Abraham. The oak tree sure has grown, and my, how time has flown since we walked together on this land. I still love Daniel Boone, and I stare up at the moon when I remember times you came to see the band. My favorite childhood thrill was to meet you on the hill when you came home from the sawmill every day. You never let me down, and you never wore a frown. You always found a way to smile and say, I saved a biscuit for your son, and up that rocky hill I'd run to the old oak tree up by the washing stand. Things were really different then, but I'll always remember when I took your big black lunchbox from your hand.
a memory of you, Dad, of all the happy times we had when everything was simple back at home. But the ages rolled away those days, and the family has parted ways. Words can leave things empty, and hearts can roam. Well, I've seen more days without you now than I saw while you were with me. And Daddy, I sure hope you understand. I thank you for the biscuits, Dad, and I thank you for the smile you had as I took your big black lunchbox from your hand. You saved a biscuit for your son, and up that rocky hill I'd run to the old oak tree up by the washing stand. Things are really different now, but I'll always remember how I took your big black lunchbox from your hand. Oh, Dewey sure has grown, and my, how time has flown since we walked together on this land. There stands the old oak tree, and a precious memory where I took your big black lunchbox from your hand. There you go, Daddy. Misty mountain, rainbow sky, a faraway look in your eye. Tell me, have you had enough traffic jams and city stuff? Don't you think it's time to go where black bears climb and waters flow? Hummingbirds out on the deck, propped up, and what the heck? You'll love how we live here in these mountains. Everything is gonna be alright, and we all wave hello here in these mountains. Good, we sleep well at night. It's all right, the mountain life. So plan a trip to Ellijay and See the bright red Georgia clay from Notley down to Carter's Lake. All the memories to make. So much here for all to see. A land that is so dear to me. Welcome home to all your dreams. Hot rod Fords and crystal streams. Now you love how we live here in these mountains. Everything is gonna be alright. We all wave hello here in these mountains. Life is good, we sleep well at night, and it's alright. The mountain life, it's alright. The mountain life. Y'all come by and see us anytime you can.
Well, of course, we'd have a technical glitch because it's Dwight back there pulling a cord somewhere, I guess. We'll blame it on him. We just shared Jesus Called in honor of a very, very, very special lady. Her name was Mrs. Hazel Hansard, and she is Alicia Bridgman's mom. Jesus called her home yesterday morning. Jesus called her home because he needed a really, really awesome piano player in heaven. This precious lady who loved the Lord played the piano in their home church for over 60 years. I think it was actually closer to 70 years. She was an amazing, amazing soul, a wonderful, wonderful cook. And oh my gosh, what are we doing there? Are y'all driving us crazy? What is happening? I don't know. Oh, it's eerie. Dwight's in the studio and he's making crazy things happen. Is that what's going on? Okay, that was weird. Miss Hazel made the best peanut cake in the world. I think this is a recipe that she created. She made it for all the church functions, and as she battled dementia, she forgot how to do those things. Dementia is one of those things that takes our loved one long before we want them to go. They forget. They don't remember, they become confused, and if you're having to deal with that with a loved one, you're dealing with something awful tough. So please remember the Bridgmans and the Hansard family, because Miss Precious Hazel has gone to be with Jesus. And I guarantee you, he said, welcome in, sweet lady, because she has been such a big part of Antioch Baptist Church, and so much love, and such a kind, sweet lady. And to Alicia and Travis, we are praying for y'all, and we know that this Wednesday's going to be a hard day for y'all, but please say a prayer for them. And remember Miss Hazel, she was precious. Now, we're going to leave the ghosts and goblins that keep appearing on the screen. I don't know what's happening, but there's Miss Hazel. There is precious Miss Hazel, and she sat at that piano for so many years, and when she got dementia, she was confused that she wasn't playing the piano at church anymore because she couldn't remember the songs, and it just was heartbreaking. Precious lady, just like her sweet daughter. So please pray again for the Bridgmans and help them get through this time, but they know exactly where their mama went. So we're going to share more of Dwight Sanford's shenanigans. You know why we're doing this? because y'all love him, and I hear from you, and I know that you do, and you like his craziness. He is crazy. And I told him, I said, we really need to write a book about your life. And he said, well, somebody already did one about the Sanfords. I said, I ain't talking about the Sanfords, I'm talking about crazy you. He has done so many crazy things. He's done so many smart things. He's done so many weird things. He'll tackle anything. And I don't know if you know it, but he drove a school bus for 41 years. And on that school bus, he probably wrote a few of the songs that you're enjoying today, because he always has, his brain is always doing this. His brain never stops, and he's always redoing a song, remastering a song, thinking about a song, changing a song, making one note different, one lick on a guitar different, because he's a dadgum perfectionist. And I don't know if he and Loretta Lynn could have worked together, because she was pretty strong and she was pretty tough, and she'd have probably choked him out. But you get to enjoy his music. So we're going to go now to a little bit more of Dwight Sanford and his shenanigans.
Monty Davenport, Jimmy Pankey,
Yeah.
all them old boys.
Pardon?
Vernon Arnold?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vernon
Yeah.
Arnold.
Yeah, he was overseas though at 25th Division
Yeah,
for a pretty good while.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one time, we'll just tell stories. What you said, stories are good.
Stories are good.
Brian, come up here.
I want to hear one about the buffalo.
Come up here and sit with me. Let's tell some stories.
I'm comfy back here.
You all right there? Well, I remember this. Let me share this with you. It was 1973. Now, I'm real good with dates. I can remember dates like nothing you've ever seen, but I can't remember your name, or I can't remember to do something I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I got that problem. But in 1973, okay, New Year's Day, 1973, we had a flood. Were you here? Anybody here? It would become a flood. Water was right up in the middle of that road right out there. If Ace had been there then, it would have got washed away. Water was right up in the middle of that road. And I was driving through town. I come downtown that day. And it was pretty warm, you know. It was got a big rain. I remember driving right through there. I had a 66 Fairlane GT. All right. And I went right down through there, and I looked right over at the water. It was right there on. You couldn't have come up the northbound lane. It was too flooded. So I remember going right down through there. This gets better, I promise. I got on down there to about right above, right out there where the chicken plant is down there. I looked over in the river. The river was all swollen. It was just rolling and flipping and flopping. There went John Arnold and Johnny Southern floating on inner tubes.
I remember that.
Yeah. So I'm telling the truth, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They was just, it must have been, I guess, real fast it was going. They were floating on inner tubes down there. And I looked around, I like to run out of the road trying to look at them. And they was doing that, and they got down there, the water was plumb up to the bridge, the old bridge we had there at the Dairy Queen. It's not the one that's there now. And they started under that bridge, and it got them all caught and messed up under there. They got stuck or something. And they had to rescue them out from under the bridge.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Yeah.
I had a conversion van down at Spivey's during that time.
Yeah.
That got flooded out.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big rain. And it had rained all night, and it just kept raining.
Yeah.
And I never, you know, John Arnold, anybody, all you locals that remember John Arnold, I'm going to do an imitation here now. You ready?
Slow talking John.
Old John. He said, you know, he had a big nose. John did, big old nose. You remember that?
I ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, well. He said, whoop, I got caught under that bridge, but my nose got caught. I was going to tear my nose off, he said. It was hilarious. Yeah, I guess you had to be there. Locals are laughing. Anyway, John Arnold. Anyway, tell one, Brian.
All right, now you know why we need to write a book. He's got story after story after story. Some might be parental guidance rated, some might not be. But you talk about some fun. This city has seen so much growth and so much change, but you've still got these old guys who have these old stories. And I said, you know what, we really need to think about compiling a book with a lot of stories from when the Red Dot was out here and when this was going on, that was going on, when the pool room was going on, when that great chili hot dog was available. There's so many stories that are going to be lost because as these old gentlemen go to be with Jesus, the stories go with them. So we've got to get them together and say, okay, let's sit down and let's tell some stories and let's document this. Because there's a lot of fun was had in these mountains. There was a bunch of shenanigans in these mountains too. Right now, in honor of Sweet Hazel, we're going to do some music by my dear friend Linda Autry. We all know that good piano players are very hard to find. Miss Linda is the best. Miss Hazel was amazing. Miss Hazel served her church for over 60 years. You think about who's going to replace these people who are leaving us. And I cringe when I think about Linda not being here, because talk about teaching music and being so encouraging to other people. That's her. So now we're going to give you a little bit of encouragement by some music by Miss Linda Autry.
Actually a Valentine's Day song, but it's one that I have a lot of requests for. It is an old Floyd Kramer song, Last Day.
since he cleansed and made me whole. Oh, I will never cease to praise him. I'll shout it while eternity rolls. Oh, he touched me. Oh, he touched me. And all the joy that floods my soul. Something happened, and now I know he touched me and made me whole. He touched me and made me
He touched me. Wasn't that beautiful?
Okay, in honor of sweet Hazel Hansard, who went to be with Jesus, that is some music that makes us all think about that last date, that last moment, that last as you reach out for Jesus. So Miss Hazel Hansard has gone to be with him. And yeah, you miss him, but to see him struggling with dementia has got to be so, so hard. Now, we're going to go back to some music by the Crazy Man, because we have something. He kind of looks like he's been out farming or something. He's got on a white t-shirt and a pair of jeans, and he's just sitting there picking a guitar. But he's doing one of my favorite songs. When we look at the songs that were written about the mountains, about the country, about the United States of America, when we think about, there's nothing like the song by John Denver, Take Me Home Country Roads. There's nothing about the song like Ain't It Good to Be Back Home Again. Those are songs that remind you what it's like to come back to these mountains. So this is a day that he just picked up somebody else's guitar and said, let's see how it sounds, and he did it. And then I happened to capture it, and he said, okay, that wasn't too bad, was it? So here you go.
rolling. Almost at home, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Alabama, take me home, country roads. All my memories gather round her, minor lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hour, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. I'm driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place I belong, rooftop at the lights of my hometown. This place is all so different now, and they've torn the red light down. That old wooden bridge I fished from is replaced with man-made stone. The swimming pool and our old school, like you, they both are gone. I've been thinking about the summer of 1969. Long ago and far away, when I thought you were mine. For better or worse, thick or thin, so much has changed since then. My crazy heart spins round and round when I dream of way back when. When the rock and roll would play in that old silver Chevrolet, and AM rock was all we knew back then. Big green eyes and short Levi's, I remember you. But it's all over now, baby blue. From the mountains to the sea, the track that took my dad to war in 1943 still stretches by the depot like so many years before. But like you, the train's on a different track. It don't come here no more. And the rock and roll would play in that old silver Chevrolet, and AM rock was all we knew back then. Big green eyes and short Levi's, I remember you. But it's all over now, baby blue. Red ball tires, western flyers, and 8-track Suzuki. It's all over now, baby blue.
Okay, for you smart folks, you know that it is the month of Valentine's Day. We love, and love never fails, according to 1 Corinthians 13:8. I can tell you, we need to learn to love our country, love our neighbor, love our fellow man. I know y'all all love Dwight, and I know it's been fun to share his music today. We've got lots. Y'all have no idea how many bloopers I have of him. So one day I'm going to get gutsy enough to show you a bunch of the bloopers, and he will probably be choking me out. But what a joy to be able to share just good stuff with y'all. Good music, good messages, and please remember to pray for the Bridgmans, because they will be laying Miss Hazel to rest. And what a precious, precious soul. So today, again, pick up the phone, call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Say, hey, let's go eat lunch, because we are not guaranteed tomorrow. I'll see you again soon right here on ETC.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
See us anytime you can.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.